You feel it first in your body, not as pain, not even as longing, but as silence. A silence so deep it hums beneath your skin, like the sound of winter just before snowfall. It isn't emptiness, it's presence. And it terrifies the world, because the moment a woman's body stops speaking, the language of hunger, hunger for touch, for gaze, for approval, she becomes unreadable. And the unreadable woman is dangerous. You did not choose solitude because you hated others. You chose it because you could no longer bear to abandon yourself in order to be loved. So you step away from lovers who never saw you, from noise that drowned your intuition, from mirrors that only reflect what the world wants you to be. You enter a season of sacred exile. This is not loneliness. This is solitude. There is a difference. Loneliness is a craving. Solitude is a reclamation. You turn inward. You sit with the ache. You light no candles for others now, only for your own soul. In the language of Jung, this is your descent into the shadow, the long-forgotten parts of yourself, buried beneath performance and pleasantries. Here you meet her, the girl who was told to be good, the woman who learned to seduce approval, the soul who was never taught she was already whole. And you listen. When you choose abstinence, the world assumes it's punishment, but they misunderstand. This is not shame. This is sovereignty. You are not turning away from pleasure. You are turning toward power. The power that comes when your body is no longer a bargaining chip in the economy of love. The power of saying no, not to men, but to the part of yourself that once believed you needed to be desired in order to exist. Your body is no longer a stage. It becomes temple. With every week you abstain. With every hour you choose stillness over seeking. A new voice begins to whisper from within. Not the voice of society, not the voice of your past lovers, but the voice of the self, your inner wholeness, untouched by culture, unseduced by chaos. Jung called it the self, the totality of your being, the union of conscious and unconscious, masculine and feminine, light and shadow. And for the first time, you begin to hear her. Shadow work is not beautiful. It is blood and ash and broken mirrors. It is realizing how you became complicit in your own betrayal, how you allowed your boundaries to be breached for a drop of attention, how you dimmed your voice to be loved by those who could never hold your light. But here's the truth. Your wounds are not your weakness. They are your way back. You learn to cradle the shamed parts of yourself in tender hands. You stop cutting out pieces to fit the mold. Instead, you melt it down. You become the alchemist of your own pain. And in that crucible, something ancient begins to rise. She is not the woman you performed. She's the woman you were born to be. The Anima, Jung's feminine principle, returns not as a fantasy, but as a force. She speaks through dreams, through your tears, through the thrum of silence in your womb. She is wild, wise, and wholly your own. You no longer chase love. You embody it. You no longer fear the empty room. You bless it. The world does not know what to do with a woman who wants nothing, who does not need their gaze to feel beautiful, who does not barter her softness for safety. She is ungovernable. And so they will call you names. Cold, rigid, frigid, untouchable. But you have become sacred. This is the final transformation, when solitude becomes strength and abstinence becomes alignment. When you no longer seek the masculine to fill you, you meet him within. Your inner animus awakens. The sacred masculine within you, discipline, clarity, direction, rises to meet your feminine depth. You become your own protector. Now relationships are no longer a survival tactic. They are a celebration. And if love comes again, it must kneel before the temple you have become. You emerge not as a girl, but as a priestess, a sovereign soul, a healed feminine. You are no longer seduced by the noise. You have become the silence. And in your stillness, you hear the whisper of generations. The women who came before you, who never had the chance to choose themselves. You are their answered prayer. Carl Jung once wrote, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." And now you are living that privilege. You have walked through the valley, faced your shadow, embraced your solitude, reclaimed your body, and awakened the sacred within. You are not broken, you are reborn. So to the woman watching this, The one who sits alone at night, wondering if this path is too lonely to walk. Let me tell you, you are not lost. You are being led. This silence, it's not your punishment. It's your preparation. For what you're becoming is not fragile. It is divine. And when the body falls silent, the soul finally begins to sing.